Despite the fact that it came out more than a year ago, Vincenzo is still one of the most watched and discussed dramas among K-drama fans. So when is season 2 coming, and what do we know so far about it? Vincenzo was first released in February 22, and the pilot managed to gather 7.7% viewership rating internationally and an 8.7% rating nationwide, making the drama the 4th highest rated TVN show premiere, and it was for a good reason too. So for many viewers, it's not a surprise that the producer started to consider season 2. Vincenzo follows the story of Park Joo-hyung, who was adopted by an Italian family when he was a child, and there's a lot of his life that we may find out in the next season. As we know later on, he joins the mafia as a lawyer and decides to come back to South Korea after the head of the mafia passes away. His plan is to return to Korea only for a few months, get back the 1.5 tons of gold that he had secretly stashed within the basement of Gunga Plaza, and then flee somewhere he can't be found. The plan takes a different direction when he finds himself in the midst of a fight against Babel, an evil and corrupt corporation with an equally evil CEO. The incredible cast only ended up boosting the popularity of the drama, as it included actors such as Song Joong-ki, Jeon Yo-bin, Kim Yo-jin, Kwak Dong-yeon, and even 2PM's Taekyun, who nailed the role of Babel CEO. The drama left the viewers on the edge of their seats with every episode, which made the series finale get a record rating of 14.6%, making Vincenzo the 10th highest rated drama in Korean cable television history. Song Joong-ki also got a lot of praise for his role, as did the rest of the cast. All the actors in general formed amazing friendships while filming the drama and got closer to each other. So considering the insane popularity of the drama, how much the cast loved it, and the fans wanting more, what's the status of season 2? While many were happy with the drama's end, some fans were left unsatisfied with how things wrapped up. The show ends with all the bad guys getting tortured and offed, Vincenzo fleeing to Malta, Taeyong winning Gyeongja's posthumous retrial, and the Gunma Plaza tenants doing what they do best, protesting. However, there were many questions left unanswered that the viewers wanted to see resolved in season 2. One of them is the love story between Taeyong and Vincenzo. Even though the two start off on the wrong foot, they end up becoming partners in crime, and we even get to see them slowly fall in love with each other while fighting side by side to get justice. It was a beautiful thing to witness, and the insane chemistry between Song Joong-ki and Jeon Yo-bin only made things better. But the drama didn't give the romance lovers what they wanted. Although it's obvious that the two have feelings for each other, they don't get together. At the end of the season finale, Taeyong is seen attending a diplomatic Italian celebration where she briefly reunites with Vincenzo. The two share a passionate kiss, but that's it. That's their whole story concluded, so it's understandable why their shippers were left disappointed. In season 2, they want to see the two finally get into a relationship with each other, or even married at some point, of course with some drama sprinkled in. The reunion of the two could be very dramatic considering Taeyong doesn't know that Vincenzo is still in the mafia. She could have also very well moved on from him since they hadn't seen each other in a while, and there was little to no possibility that Vincenzo could come back to Korea, especially since he's still being chased by Mr. Cho and Gi-seok. This could create drama and tension between the two, and it would make for some fun storylines. Another storyline that the viewers want to see resolved is that of the hidden gold. After all, the gold bars were the only reason that Vincenzo came back to Korea in the first place. The gold is still with Hong Taeyong, so there is a possibility that Vincenzo wants to take it back to Malta with him. But how will he transport the gold? Is he going to be able to convince Taeyong to take it, especially since it means that he would be leaving her behind again? Or is there going to be another villain that gets introduced to the plot who will know about the gold and will only complicate things, as they won't stop at anything to get their hands on it? Will this new villain harm the tenants too in the way to get rich by Vincenzo's gold? There are so many possibilities. The Guillotine File also had a big role in the first season. The Guillotine File is a document consisting of all the corrupt deeds that were committed by powerful politicians and important figures in finance, sports, and culture. It was created by the former president of the intelligence service, but ended up getting hacked and deleted in its entirety by Chinese hackers. The document was considered lost, despite the intelligence service claiming the opposite. All they knew is that the boss who had hired the hackers had passed away from a heart attack, and that this deceased man was the only one who knew where the file was. Turns out that this is the same man that Vincenzo helped hide the gold for, so the file resided within the Gunga Plaza. Viewers hope that season 2 of the show can highlight how the main characters, especially Vincenzo, Taeyong, Jo-han Chol, and the police force, used the Guillotine File to get rid of corruption in South Korea. Maybe taking down bad people can get Vincenzo the freedom he wants so he can come back to Korea and continue fighting crime and evil alongside Taeyong. The corrupt society also was a big part of the first season, so if the season 2 comes out, we know know that the Guillotine File will be very present. As for the cast, fans are expecting almost everyone to come back since most of the main characters remained alive by the end of the series. Song Joong-ki is expected to come back as Vincenzo because, let's be honest, him and his charm were the reason why so many people were rooting for a member of the mafia. Jeon Yeo-bin will also reprise her role as Hong Tae-young. And certainly the show wouldn't be the same if Jo Han-cho, Young Kyung-won, Kim Yoon-hae, Kim Hyung-moo, and the rest of the actors that portrayed the Gumga Plaza tenants wouldn't come back to our screens. If the second season ends up focusing on the Guillotine File, it's very likely that An Gi-seok, portrayed by Im Cho-soo, and Tae Jong-gu, played by actor Kwon Tae-won, will get more attention in the season, as they'll probably need the help of Vincenzo to take down the bad guys. What fans are devastated about is the fact that Tae-kyun and Kim Yeol-jin won't be coming back. Yes, they portrayed evil people, but they also made the plot equally frustrating and exciting. Kwak Dong-yeon also won't return as Jung Han-sol, considering his devastating end. The good news is that new faces could be introduced to the cast. There are going to be new villains in the next season, and one thing that we're sure of is that the casting director of the show would find the perfect actors to play them. Knowing all this, what are the chances of season 2 happening? Well, first of all, the actors have expressed lots of excitement at the possibility of reuniting with their Vincenzo co-stars on screen. In an interview with Sports Chosun, actor Kwak Dong-yeon said that a second season of Vincenzo would be a dream come true for him. He stated, "I think a second season would be a dream come true. I hope that it really happens. All the other actors want it to happen as well." Dong-yeon also drew up his own theories as to what season 2 could possibly be about. He went on, "There are still a lot of Babel wannabes in Korea, so it'd be fun if Vincenzo could break them all open in the second season." He didn't dismiss the possibility of his character coming back, either as a grown-up Young-ho or a ghost that follows Vincenzo around all the time. Well, he's got some fresh ideas for sure. All in all, he was very happy with how things ended with his character, as according to him, Han-sol managed to become a person he could be proud of before he departed the world. Here comes the bad news though. Song Joong-ki doesn't think that season 2 is happening at all. For an exclusive interview with Sports Chosun, he said, "There are no discussions about season 2 at all. It is unlikely that there will be any internal discussions about season 2 in the future." Moreover, in a different interview with Jasmine Media, he kept disappointing fans by saying that he's happy that so many people want Vincenzo to return, but if he were to be realistic, he doesn't think that there's any season 2 discussion going on internally. The writer of the show claimed something different though. Park Jae-bum, the screenwriter, recently spoke at a lecture in Taiwan. In the lecture, he was asked several questions regarding the second season of the drama, saying that he wanted to work with Song Joong-ki again and had even discussed it with the actor. So far though, TVN and Netflix both have been silent on the topic as well. The good thing is that nothing is definitive, and if TVN eventually decides that Vincenzo is too profitable to let go, then nothing is impossible. There are too many shows that got a season 2 years after the first one came out, so Vincenzo could meet the same fate. Fingers crossed. For more news on K-dramas and Korean actors, make sure to check out our website, misskdrama.com. Thank you for watching. Bye!